Hello and welcome to the UPCE On Air studio. Today we have a very special guest all the way from Japan. Her name is Mayuka Fujiwara, and I'm hoping that I pronounced that a little bit correctly. And thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Please, will you tell us something about yourself, why you are in Pardubice all the way from Japan, what you are doing here, and something about your life in Japan?
Okay. Thank you for having me today. My name is Mayuka Fujiwara, and I'm from Japan. I'm studying international policy studies at Kansei Gakuin University in Japan.
And you are on Erasmus, you are in your second year of study in Japan, right?
Yes.
And you are on Erasmus in Pardubice.
In Pardubice.
At which faculty are you a student in Pardubice?
In Pardubice, I'm in Faculty of Arts and Philosophy.
And Philosophy, okay.
Yes.
And you're almost at the end of your stay. You are going back soon, right?
Yes, in end of June.
End of June. So now is a good time to ask you about all your experiences that you've had at the university.
Yes.
So it's interesting. Why did you decide to come to Pardubice? It's quite far away.
Yes.
And did somebody recommend you to come here? Was there some other reason? Tell us about that.
Yes, and it's very far from my home, but that was part of the reason I chose it. And I wanted to study where there are few Japanese students, so I could step out of my comfort zone and connect with people from various countries and backgrounds. And also I really wanted to explore smaller cities because I could experience more everyday European life more deeply than instead of bigger capital
city. So you felt that you would have a better experience of everyday Czech life in the smaller city than if you went to Prague or some other.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Prague has wonderful everyday life as well, but in Pardubice it's slightly different. And as you say, not so many Japanese people here, so you could really be forced to mix and talk to people from different backgrounds.
Yes.
That's really very brave of you, because if I'm correct, this was the first time that you were away from home for such a long time, right?
Yes.
So how did it feel to be on your own, and how did you keep in touch with your family?
It's my very first time living abroad and being away from my family for so long time. So I felt very sad at first. I felt homesick. I have two younger sisters. One is 5 and the other is 10 years old. They sometimes send cute support videos and I always cry a little when I watch them. Okay. Yes, and I stay in touch by sending pictures and by having video calls. Yes, so we are far apart, but those small moments make me feel close to them.
That's actually very true, that sometimes when you are far from somebody physically, you can keep in touch, and technology is so amazing these days that you can share so much with them, right? Yes. Did they also like the Pardubice and the places that you showed them?
Yes. They're very jealous of me.
Okay, so one of the reasons I believe that you wanted to come to Pardubice was also that it was Central Europe. It was easy to travel around different parts of Europe. And I know that you have traveled to some countries. You're even wearing your shirt from Italy. So tell me about some of the places that you visited when you were here for the semester.
Yes, it's been too lucky to travel several countries while living here. I went to France, Italy, Germany, Netherlands. I happened to go to Slovakia, and Vienna.
And Vienna.
Yes.
Okay, and I know that you said that in Vienna, you went to a music concert, right?
Yes, I went to classic musical concert. It was held inside our church.
Okay.
Yes, inside was so beautiful, and the golden decorations and light.
Yes.
And the atmosphere was so magical.
It was amazing. And you said that the music was also itself very good quality music.
Yes, it was a string quartet.
Okay.
And 2 violins and viola and the cello.
Cello, yes.
Yes.
And you in Paris, you saw the Eiffel Tower,
Yes.
right?
I saw the Eiffel Tower. It was so beautiful, and I'll never forget it.
And then in Italy, you ate a lot of good food, right?
Yeah.
You said you had pizza, and what else?
I ate original pasta and gelato every single day.
Gelato every single day, absolutely. That sounds like a very good idea. And then you mentioned that you happened to go to Slovakia because you did not really plan to go to Slovakia, am I right? It was not your goal. So how did you manage to visit Slovakia?
Yes, it was a
Strike?
Yes, strike. During trip to the Netherlands with my 4 friends, we planned to go to Belgium next.
Yes.
But the day before, there was a national strike, and our flight was cancelled. So we tried to go back to Czech Republic.
Yes.
But there was no seat. All of the tickets were sold out. So yeah.
So you were not able to get back to the Czech Republic.
Yes.
So you then had to go to Slovakia.
Yeah, but my 4 friends managed to go to Vienna and then took train to Prague. But unfortunately, I couldn't get the ticket.
Yeah, they get the
flight.
tickets on their flights. Okay.
So I had to go to Bratislava on my own. It was a little sad at first, but in the end, it turned into my solo adventure. It was lovely.
Yes, your solo adventure to Bratislava.
Yes, I tried to eat some local food, and it was very good experience.
That's really great.
Yeah.
We were talking about the fact that the trains are slightly different. You know, Japan is very well known for very fast trains and it being very punctual. In the Czech Republic, quite punctual, but definitely not as fast. So that must have been quite an interesting experience for you as well.
Yes, it's very different. In Japan, train is always on time, but if train is late, even just a few minutes, people get very stressed. But here in Czech Republic, they don't. Train is more relaxed. And they sometimes train sometimes late, but nobody seems upset.
No.
Yeah.
No, people, I suppose over here, they don't get so upset because it's more normal that there would be some small delay or a longer delay. So
it was strange at first, but I actually like it because it's more peaceful and flexible.
Okay, so it's more peaceful not to be so stressed about the time and the trains the whole time. Yes. I'm going to come back to the idea of time and peacefulness a bit later. But something else I want to ask, you mentioned that you ate some local food in Bratislava, but I want to ask about the food in the Czech Republic, because that is also probably quite different for you. Yes. Because I think, for breakfast you eat different kinds of food than the people over here would have. So tell us something about the Czech food that you tried and what you really like.
Yes, I tried lots of Czech food, and some dishes became my favorite. I love svíčková.
Svíčková, yes.
With cranberries and
with cranberries. It has to have cranberries. Yes.
And schnitzel, goulash, and potato salad.
Yes, goulash, potato salad. Yes.
Yes, it was the portion sizes are bigger than in Japan, so I'm always full after eating.
Okay, I can completely understand that. Yes. And the one food that you normally had for breakfast, you mentioned you normally have fish.
Yes.
And over here, you didn't really have the opportunity to have so much fish.
Yes, I miss fish.
So when you go back, you will definitely have some fish in Japan. That is the problem of being in a landlocked country.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are some of the things you like to do in Pardubice when you are not doing schoolwork? Where do you go to relax? Do you have some cafe or some place that you really like?
In my free time, I like spending time with my Erasmus friends. We often go to cafe. It's Cafe Robinson.
Robinson, yes, here on campus. That's a nice one, yes.
And Lankovka.
Lankovka, yes, also close and very nice.
Yes, at Lankovka, I had raspberry tart and flat white.
Okay.
Yes, honestly, it was the best flat white I've ever had.
The best flat white you've ever had in Lankovka. Okay, well, that's a shout out for the whole of Europe to come to Lankovka with flat white. Okay. And you say raspberry tart or some tart. Wonderful. That sounds really nice. And it's very close to where you live in the dorms. So that's also very nice for you.
Yeah.
So you mentioned your Erasmus friends. Mm-hmm. So you met other Erasmus friends here. You had some activities together. You did some things.
Yes, I met many amazing Erasmus students here. The university had events organized by ESN. For example, welcome party and karaoke party and some trips. Uh-huh. Yes, and the goodbye party. At the goodbye party, everyone brought plain white shirts.
Okay.
Yes, and we wrote goodbye messages on each other's t-shirts, and it was one of my favorite souvenirs.
Oh, that's wonderful. Something really personal with the messages from your friends over here.
So many colorful messages.
From all around the world.
Yes.
And maybe you can go and visit them in their countries as well. Yeah. And karaoke must be fun because in Japan people like singing karaoke, so that was nice.
Yes, it was nice.
So you, as we mentioned, you went to Vienna to go to the music concert, and you really are a musician yourself. You play clarinet and saxophone, and you play or played in a brass band in Japan for many years.
Yes.
And so, yes, tell us something about the music and the activities that you were doing with music here in Pardubice.
Here, I practiced a little bit here, saxophone and clarinet, and at reunion event.
Yes, the reunion for all the graduates of the university. Yes.
I played. I had
a recital. Did you perform?
Yes, I performed.
Oh wow, that's very impressive.
It was a very good experience for me.
And then you also did something where you used music to teach your classmates something about Japan or Japanese, right?
Yes, I'm studying here English teaching through music.
Yes,
we used songs to teach English grammars, pronunciations, and vocabulary. For example, we would listen to songs and fill in the missing words or focus on connected speech, like how native speakers blend the words together in fast speech.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's not so clear when the native speakers, they put all the words together and it flows. Okay, but did you teach your classmates some Japanese also through music? So tell us about that.
Yes, I also, in that class, I teach Japanese language through music. I chose famous Japanese anime songs.
Yes.
Attack on Titan and Demon Slayers, and we used the lyrics and introduced some Japanese phrases and greetings.
Okay.
Yes. At the end of class, I gave everyone small activity, like they wrote thank you in Japanese, and then exchanged the small message card with each other. It was so cute.
It was very cute, and they learned some Japanese phrases. That's really, really a creative way to learn language, because there are people, and it is true that some music is above language, you know, when there are no words. It can be any language, but to use the words of the songs in such a creative way, it makes it fun. It's nice to remember. So that's really interesting. And you learn something about the culture, because I'm sure some of them did not know anime songs, for example. That's really amazing. That's really a really great idea. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the way that Czech people and Japanese people are maybe the same or different. So you've been here now for a few months, and you've met many people from different cultures, and of course also Czech people. In which ways would you say are Czech people and Japanese people the same, and in which ways would you say are they different?
I think Czech people and Japanese people have a few things in common. Both tend to be a bit shy and polite. I think Czech people may not always start conversation, but once you talk to them, they are very kind and very open.
Yes.
That was nice.
That's very nice. Yes, that's very nice. Because there are people who say, yes, it's not so easy to get to know Czech people, but really when you get to know them, they are the most friendly and welcoming people. Yes,
really kind.
That's really nice when you get to know them. So what is something that you will miss when you go back, except for svíčková? What will you miss when you go back to Japan?
I'll definitely miss how time is slower here.
Time is slower. You really felt the time slowed down.
Yes. Okay. I feel here, as I told you, trains, how to spend time, everything. Here, there was a space to breathe, to enjoy small moment. Yes, it's
because the pace of life in Japan, it can be very quick, right? People are working hard. That have to run to get the train. So here it was a bit more relaxed for you, and you really felt you could breathe, experience the moments.
Yes, in Japan, everything runs like clockwork, and everyone are always busy
and running for the next thing.
Yes.
So that's a nice lesson, but I don't know how possible it will be to take back to Japan, but at least it's a very nice experience that you had here that is different from being in Japan.
Yes, but most of all, I miss the people here, because my friends from all over the world, teachers, and everyone I met here. Yes, the connection I made here were what made my experience so meaningful.
Yes. Fantastic. I'm so glad that you had such a wonderful, wonderful time. Now, you have brought your clarinet with you today, and we're very lucky that you're going to be playing a piece of music for us, a Japanese piece of music, or a piece of Japanese music, I should rather say. And can you maybe just tell us why you chose this piece and what it means to you, or why it is special to you?
Yes, I brought my clarinet today, and I will play a piece called "The Pass of the Window" from Studio Ghibli film My Neighbor Totoro.
Okay.
Yes, I chose this piece because Ghibli is very famous around the world.
Yes.
And this song has nostalgic feelings.
Nostalgic feeling.
Yeah,
okay.
It matches how I feel about my time and life in Czech Republic. So I think that this melody really fits the tone of clarinet. It's soft and gentle and a little bit dreamy.
That's beautiful. That's a very beautiful description. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We look forward to hearing it. Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you so much for that beautiful music, and thank you for being our guest today. We really hope that the last few days in Pardubice will be as meaningful as the previous days have been. We wish you peaceful time, slow moments to enjoy life, and of course we wish you a safe journey back home. And we hope that you will carry these memories in your heart for a very long time.
Thank you so much.
And thank you very much for watching this podcast. You may find other UPCE On Air episodes any place where you find your podcasts, whether that may be YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. So thank you very much, and tune in again next time. Goodbye.